Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come on in. I wanted to do a live this evening. It's been a moment since I've done a live on my YouTube channel. I've had so many things going on with the move and so many other things. But this evening, I'm going to go ahead and start. My topic this evening is recognizing, controlling, and unhealthy relationships. It is very important as you grow older, or even if you're married or in a relationship of any kind, that it should be a healthy relationship, not a controlling and unhealthy relationship that has red flags everywhere. All unhealthy relationships are categorized by one partner, or say a group of persons, using coercive tactics to gain and maintain control and power over individuals. This dynamic is not about love or concern about the individual. It's a form of abuse that gradually erodes the victim's self esteem as well as independence in people who aren't strong minded. And it can continue to escalate over a period of time. Key signs of a controlling partner or people is a controlling partner or person employs a range of tactics, often referred to as red flags. They isolate, they intimidate, and often manipulate their partner or individuals. This could possibly be, say, for instance, if you're an older person and someone is over your money and affairs, they can do this to you too. And I'm going to talk about the agencies that you can call: Adult Protective Services. You can go to a therapist and tell them what's going on. You can go to the district attorney. You can go to agencies. There are agencies for the elderly. There are agencies for abuse towards women, DVIS, and other agencies that you can go to and tell. So another thing that an individual will do to you in a controlling and unhealthy relationship is they will use the isolation tactic. Well, they start to tell lies and separate you from your support system. They criticize and put you down constantly with all types of insults to you, making you feel like you're less than what you are. And a lot of people fall for this, especially when they aren't strong-minded. I've seen people come in and try to take over people's money, declare them mentally unfit, and things of this nature, when none of that is true. Anytime there is a person, let me tell you, especially I'm talking to the elderly this evening, anytime someone is over your money or anything to do with your finances, that person can be removed. Their behavior towards you cannot be violent. It cannot be vindictive. It cannot be mean-spirited. It cannot be controlling. It cannot be any of those things. They should never frighten an individual or try to make them feel afraid. Also, one of the signs is possessiveness, extreme possessiveness, jealousy, are constantly monitoring the individual. We see a lot of that in 2025, a lot of monitoring spirits, and it's just totally different than what it used to be years ago. So we see a lot of that. We see financial control, restricting access to money, or trying to take an individual's money from them. People have to meet a certain criteria for you to do that. You just can't walk up into someone's life and say, hey, look at here, because some money is here or there, that I can take control over that individual. The individual that you're trying to take control over has the right to go to adult protective services. They have a right to go to the police. They have a right to go to the district attorney. They have a right to go to a therapist and voice what an individual is doing to them. So you don't have to panic or you don't have to get afraid. These are just some of the signs. And the reason why I'm doing this live, I've experienced this myself. Emotional manipulation, using psychological tactics to make you doubt yourself. You should never allow anyone to do that to you. Intimidation, putting fear in you, creating a fearful and unpredictable environment. And if you are elderly and someone is doing that to you, immediately call Adult Protective Services. No individual nowhere has the right to do that to you. And like I said, people think that they can just walk in your life and put you somewhere. And this is what gets a lot of elderly people afraid. No, they cannot. You have to meet that criteria. You have to be at a point where you cannot take care of yourself. You cannot maintain yourself. You can't cook for yourself. You can't do anything for yourself. A person just can't walk up into your life and take over your finances and what have you. And I don't care what state they filed something in. All you have to do is get a hold of Adult Protective Services, and I'm talking to seniors, and tell them what they're doing to you, exploiting you financially. And believe me, they will step in. That's part of the criteria where they do step in. Another thing is disrespecting boundaries. When you see individuals disrespecting boundaries, ignoring your personal space and what you're telling them, no is a complete sentence. And anybody that doesn't understand no, that is a major red flag. Refusing to take responsibility for their actions, the blame shifting thing. You're the crazy person, but they're the ones that's running you down. So never be afraid. Just hold your ground, stand your ground. An individual cannot take and put you anywhere, not anywhere. Criteria has to be met. And you're probably saying, Carrie, how do you know this? I know it because I have talked to Kim Harris. Kim Harris is here in Tulsa with Adult Protective Services. And Kim Harris, I've talked in depth with her, not only her, but Russell Jones that was before her. She just recently took Russell's place. And you have people that are wicked like this and that will try to do this. People have to, like I said, meet criteria. Don't ever let an individual scare you. And there's another tactic they use, which is coercive control. It's how can I explain that to you? It's like threats, humiliation, intimidation to harm or punish or frighten a person. It is often a sustained and ongoing tactic rather than a single event. The goal of it is to control you and to make you completely dependent and powerless. And a lot of people try this stuff, stripping the individual of their self-worth. And a lot of people aren't strong-minded. They fall for this stuff. What to do if you recognize these signs? Number one, acknowledge and validate your feelings. Recognize that the behavior is unhealthy and abusive. Listen to your gut. Your gut will never steer you wrong. Feelings when you're feeling that something is wrong. Number two, build a support system. Contact your trusted friends, our family members, our professional counselors. A controlling partner or people will isolate you. This is their first tactic. They will isolate you. People who are into financial crimes will say that, oh, because of this person being mentally ill, I have to monitor their finances. Not so. Not so at all. People do this stuff because of their wickedness and them wanting to have control over money and you. No is a complete sentence. And anytime, if you're a senior and you are being threatened by an individual to do something to you because you won't do what they want you to do, you get on the phone and call Adult Protective Services immediately. Get them involved. Get the system involved in your situation. No one has to be fearful of anyone. Like I said, continue to build that support system. A controlling partner or people, they will isolate you. Let them know what you're experiencing. Also, have a safety plan in place. A safety plan, when I talk about a safety plan, I'm talking about a suitcase packed, a set of keys to somebody else's car, a place where you can go that's safe to get away from these individuals. And the next one, number 4, is cut off all contact. Go no contact period with these people. And number 5, seek professional help. A therapist can help you process trauma, and they can help you process and establish boundaries moving forward. We are living in end times, folks, and this world is getting more wicked every day, and people are finding ways to take money from people, steal money. They have new scams going on with seniors where they're taking and abusing their Medicaid. I had talked to an FBI agent here in Tulsa earlier part of the year. Me and Miss Sharon had went down to speak with this FBI agent. And he was sharing with us about a scam that they had where they will take and say something is wrong with the senior, put the senior in a house, take over their check, move them from house to house to house, use their benefit cards for themselves. And like I said, when you have this stuff going on, you contact someone immediately. I know I have. I have experienced this. I've experienced this. I watched Miss Sharon, a friend of mine, go through this when her account was hit for over $1,000 by this scammer because of another friend of hers. They got into her bank account. And I mean, you got all kind of scams out here that they're doing against seniors nowadays. But you don't have to be afraid. Anybody that you don't want over your affairs, you are not silenced. You have a voice. You have a right to say, I do not want this person involved with me whatsoever. You have a right to say that this person is abusive. And a lot of times the way that they react towards you shows their abuse. It shows their abuse towards you. And you can definitely foul. You can take and foul things with Adult Protective Services. You can call them. You can foul. And if you're a woman in a domestic violence situation, I don't care if you can't get a protective order against that individual, keep documenting. Don't ever stop documenting. And a lot of times it's not only the individual, it's people that they're connected with, their friends, their girlfriend, it could be family members of the individual. And when a person begins to stalk you, they're the ones that are mentally unstable, not you. Never be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what your rights. I have been so busy doing things that I have not had time to do a live, but I definitely wanted to come in on YouTube this evening and just touch base on this subject. Unhealthy relationships. I've seen so many things where people have took over seniors' things and put them out of their house, stole their money, did all kind of horrible stuff. And so just because a judge has took and put someone over something, that is not solid and it is not written in stone. If that person is being abusive to you, all you have to do is contact the individual's social services, adult protective services, DVIS. A person cannot abuse you. Why would any court system in America put someone in someone's care that is abusive? Or have a man pick you up that was abusive? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So don't be afraid. Don't feel like you're alone. You're not. And I talk on these subjects because I've experienced this. I've experienced a lot of wickedness from people. The love of money is truly the root of all evil. Money is not evil. The love of it is. What people will do. I do remember Rhonda at the building where I used to say, said, we're getting that money now. We're going to get that money. I was trying to figure out what in the world was Rhonda talking about to Tracy. We're going to get that money. They're going to give us that money. What money were you promised? What money were you promised, Rhonda, to do whatever you did? That's what I want to know. So what you have to do is keep documenting, keep making police reports, keep sending letters out to different agencies. When a person is gun-ho to take money from an individual and be over it, and they know that money doesn't belong to them, you know, that is absolutely insane. That's insane to even think that you could stay over something when, number one, you have been nothing but abusive to a person. I know the individuals that have been abusive to me. And like I said, I am one to speak out. I am one that you're not going to do that to me. And I'm still asking Rhonda and Tracy, what was this money that was promised to you? Who promised you this money? Who promised that they were going to give you some money? Rhonda made a statement to me, and she said, before I left and moved from that complex, maybe we'll all get enough of money out of this where we can all move to Columbus, Ohio. I have no intentions of moving to Columbus, Ohio. And like I said, I don't understand totally what she was talking about, but according to her, somebody had promised her, as well as some other individuals, some money. So, like I said, it's horrible how people are done. I sit back when I lived in that building and I watched a lady being manipulated and what have you by a individual that was in a just scamming her in a love scam. And when people get older, my God, I've never been that lonely, so I can't say I've experienced that. But people are drawn, pulled into situations where these people will take and bleed their finances. They'll take money from them, just do all kind of horrible things to people. How can you sleep at night knowing that you did this type of thing to someone? It's amazing to me the things that people will do for money. But I am telling you, I have been I used to be a guardian ad litem in the court system. And I'm telling you, finances can be taken from one individual and put somewhere else to another individual. Don't you ever come at a person where you are abusive to them, where you are sending men after them to hurt them or scare them or to intimidate them. That's abuse. Whether people realize it or not, that is abuse. And believe me, no court in America will allow you to be over anything using those type of tactics towards individuals. So I wanted to come on this evening just to encourage people to stand up for what you believe in. I don't care what it looks like, seems like, you still continue to stand. You still continue to stand. You know, no problem is bigger than your God that you serve, and no problem is bigger than your faith in God. And so we have to continue to stand, having done all to stand. God, I have often said this on this platform. You know, we want things to happen right then and there. God is not us, He is totally different. He wants the person that's not saved to be saved, He wants them to come into the Lord. He doesn't operate the way that we do. So this evening, it is just so important that you take and you just make sure that you document things. Keep a timeline. Keep a timeline on how people treat you. If this woman, say for instance, hypothetically, in my case, you're over some money, how are you treating me? Are you abusive to me? Are you threatening towards me? Are you, having men come after me and harass me? It's just really documenting, guy. I can't tell you enough and stress this enough. You've got to document. You've got to file reports. You've got to constantly document. When one agency isn't hearing you, start documenting to another agency. But never ever be afraid of that. No one can put you anywhere. You have to meet criteria. Now, if that individual tries to put you somewhere or come get you, it's called human trafficking. That's a whole nother different thing. That's a crime that is punishable in all 50 states and other countries. Human trafficking people. So this evening, I want to come on and talk about unhealthy relationships. Hopefully you got something out of this. I am doing absolutely great. Couldn't be better. God is good. I'm thanking God every day as I move forward in turning the page of the next chapter of my life. I thank God that all money is not good money. And when money is in the hands of evil people and they want to do what they want to do, sometimes people have to realize you're not at Burger King. You don't get it your way. You just don't get it your way. And I've had this constant thing of this man saying, well, we're going to come pick her up. I've heard this over and over and over again. You're not picking up anything, sir. You're not picking up anyone. Whoever sent you to do this, tell them I said so. This is a ridiculous, and it is harassment. It's a form of harassment. Just like when I lived at that building at 62 North Lewis, that was harassment beyond harassment. And Rhonda, you played a major part in this harassment. You kept it going on the second floor. And as I went back to check your criminal records, I saw where you stole a car. Your record is not clean. Your record is not squeaky clean. You stole a car. You got locked up for stealing. So none of this amazes me. And anything that is public knowledge is not slander. That's on the internet. It's public knowledge. And so I wanted to come on here and talk about this evening. Nothing that is done in the dark that will not come to the light. It just takes a little time. So guys, I hope you're having an amazing evening. I know I am. I'm getting ready to tear up some cheeseburgers and French fries this evening. And as always, you're listening to Absolutely the Best, an inspirational podcast. You are listening to Dr. Carrie Hall, broadcasting live from T-Town, Oklahoma on these YouTube cyber streets. Have an amazing evening, everybody. Hopefully you got something out of this video.